everyone, and welcome back to BeerThralls plays technically. So I'll be doing a rundown of my top 7 tips for new players. Um, so let's jump right into this. All right, so the first tip I have is roads. Um, Roads do not cost you um, they don't cost you anything. So like out here, if you're gonna build a road, build a road. Uh, Go ahead and just run a point, connect it, done. If you want, like over here, I don't want these, so let's go ahead and just get rid of them. It doesn't cost anything, and you're going to be doing this an awful lot. Do not feel bad about destroying roads and rebuilding roads. It's a thing. Um, the second thing I want to talk about with roads, if you noticed, all of these have these arrows showing where roads can connect. It doesn't mean you have to connect all of them. So, like, I can literally just connect one dot, one arrow, and now this is accessible. Same thing for, like, you don't need to connect all of these arrows here to get to the next sector. You really only need to connect one. I rarely recommend you connect 2 or 3. Um, but like the battery here, I have all 3 connected, but I really could have just connected one to get that battery connected to a road. So let's just say roads, kind of just do what you want with them, and then if you don't like it, delete it. After these are like I guess pulled apart, like I can actually remove them. I'll end up deleting these roads until I need to build out new ones. All right, number 2, and I did move our BeerThralls logo to the bottom left so I can show you this. Um, let's get over here and I'll show you. Right now, I have this turned on. Up here, this toggle resource HUD, you can turn it off, and you're now hunting and pecking to see what's in what. I recommend just going up and turning it on. Not really a hint, but it does make your life easier when you're like, okay, how much iron do I currently have? It shows that I have, actually, let's do this. It shows I have 204 alloy. Where? Oh, I have 67 here. I have 72 here, 66 here. And I currently have 3 stuck in the EVA. So I can quickly see where things are by just turning on this toggle for resources. I wouldn't recommend ever turning it actually off. And that leads me into number 3, um, the docking bay. The docking bay is currently holding 72 polymers in my in its cargo. It does have like 300, I believe, cargo spaces, um, and it will fill up. By the way, you don't lose these during a jump either. They're there. But if you notice, I have 100 polymers in this little storage area. Up here at the top, it says I have 100 polymers. The 72 do not exist until you move them into a storage unit. They will sit here until the end of time or your ship blows up. So your docking bay storage does not show up here and does not count. All right, my fourth tip. Um, each sector you open will actually reduce your hull integrity. You can actually see here I have +5, so I'm actually rebuilding my hull. Um, the hull is depleted, and it will tell you, hey, I'm depleted by 20 because I did the a jump. But because I have 2 open sectors, it's -16. That's always going to be. Every time you open a sector, you're going to have more hull integrity drop. And if hull integrity reaches 0, you blow up. So just keep an eye out. If you don't need to keep opening sectors, don't. Just try to do with what you can in the sectors you currently have open. If you are totally out of space, at that point, open a new sector and just keep a watch on how much the balance per cycle is. If you start noticing it's going negative and you're trying to figure out why is it going negative, you'll see here I have 41 hull repair going. I have 5 from optimal working conditions here, not here. Um, and I have 1 EVA lock at 75% efficiency. If I did a second one, that would go up. I'll probably end up putting an EVA over here. But you always want to have this positive. All right, so for my next tip, we're gonna have to go to the planetary view. Real quick, I'm gonna say there's different icons. If and I don't have one at the moment. Wow, that is I mind everything. So this will be a little drill symbol if it means that like this point of interest, this asteroid here, is being drilled. If it's not, if it's been finished drilling, then it will show as these little tiny uh, barrels or crates or whatever stacked on top of each other. The cubert looking pyramid. Wow, I just aged myself. Miners don't actually transfer your resources from the universe or the solar system back to the your ship. That's what the cargo ships are for. So you can send miners out and they just mine everything and then go back home and done. It is your cargo ships that are actually going to do the heavy lifting. So just make sure that you know, okay, if my cargo ship is running off to go do something, say on Earth right now, um, delivering something to set up a base or set up a resource facility or help somebody out, it's not picking up these resources. So just pay attention to that. On the other hand, if you're like running low on iron, you can click on uh, each of the spots and say, I want to collect resources, high priority, uh, get these first. You could also be like, well, I don't need ice right now, so let's go ahead and avoid. You'll also notice it turns red for avoid. It turns this teal for high priority. Alrighty. For the sixth tip, for all the new players, power on and off buildings. So you can see here, um, I have 42 workers in this sector. Uh, I do not have enough workers in this sector. Uh, it's bad. I need 72. You look down here. I need 72 workers for the sector, but I only have 20. Uh, what you can do is power off some buildings. I don't need to use a stockpile. I got enough alloy. You can now see I've gone from critical to overworked, bringing me back up to neutral. Uh, that's great also over here. Like, I don't need polymers right now. I have 2 stockpiles for alloys because I just had it here. I can turn one off. Now those workers can go over here and do the work here or somewhere else, and I'm going to drain it. It'll drain down to 0. And then what I can do is I can turn that off and I can turn this back on, and then they'll go here and grab these alloys. So in this game, um, you're going to be doing a lot of toggling. If you don't need something, turn it off. If you're thinking that you're running out of manpower, like you're getting down here and you're saying you're overworked, look at it and go, do I really need like this food being running here and taking up 8 workers? No. Cool. Turn it off. Now I basically freed up 8 workers to work somewhere else, and they're not being completely, totally overworked. So you're going to toggle on and off buildings a lot to help reduce the worker need and help your stability. And for my last tip, number 7, remember in the the prologue before we blew up the moon, you clicked on move the Tiqqun and you moved it somewhere. Well, you can still do that, and a lot of people don't. So, you kind of want to move the Tiqqun where, like right now, it's not too bad. I'm doing a lot of stuff over here. Uh, yeah, sure, Mars is collecting science, but I've got two more spots over here that I'm going to be going to. So I'll leave the Tiqqun here. But if there's a ton of resources over here that I need to work on and gather up, move the Tiqqun. It reduces the time it takes for your mining ships, resource vessels, carriers. If you can reduce that time, it's going to save you a lot of headaches. Where it's like you have iron over here and you're going all the way across the system to get back to your ship and then go all the way back. It's going to basically just reduce the amount of time. The longer time you spend in the solar system, the unhappier the people are going to be. Uh, on that note, if you click and say, I want to go here, we'll go to Venus. It's going to take, this is always going to pop up. All the power from your main grid will be diverted to the basic propulsions. It's going to take me 2.1 cycles to get there. Nope, don't want to move. Let's go back to the interior. You'll be able to see up here, if you hover over, that in Sector 1, I have 1.2 cycles of battery life before it's going to just go dry and empty, and everything is going to shut off. In Sector 2, I have 2.7 cycles. So if I go back over here and I say I want to move to, say, Earth, hey, it's only 0.6. I'm fine. But if I want to move to, say, Venus, I'm fine in Sector 2. Sector 1's going to run out of power. So just remember, either build more batteries or turn off a bunch of stuff before you go jaunting across the solar system. Your power will drain and you will have very unhappy people. And if your trust goes down enough, they're going to revolt. So that is my 7 tips. I hope you guys are having fun with the game, and we'll definitely be playing more of this and posting more videos. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.